Hi, my name is Jacob Adams. I'm a fitness and leadership coach. I help people just like you get to the next level, whether it's in the gym or developing a champion mindset. I work with people just like you to get that breakthrough. Now, have you recently been looking within yourself for the life, the world around you, for a revelation? Maybe even you turn to this video here in hopes of a revelation. And well, this video is actually going to be talking exactly about what to do and how to get a revelation. Well, how to get a revelation, and which is a pretty bold statement, really. Like, that's as bold as it can get. How to get a revelation. And also, what to do once you get it. You see, I've been working with clients one-on-one since 2003, and I never thought I'd be making a video about what to do when you get a revelation. But really, this video is just capturing what I talk about to my clients on a one-on-one basis. And revelation is something challenging to find within ourselves. I describe it as almost like a current, or like this deep intuitive current that's fighting against other forces to dominate your mindset. There's always something fighting to dominate your mind. It could be the media, it could be bills, it could be your appetite, it could be an injury, it could be stress from your family, it could be stress from the partner, the woman you love, it could be loneliness, it could be all types of things. This stress that fights for space in your head. So even if you encounter a revelation, it's not the end, really. It's not the end of it to only uncover the revelation. You still have to maintain it, hold on to that, like a mantra, if you would. You repeat over and over the new insight until it becomes a part of you. Until it becomes a part of you. You know, today is the best place to start for me, because I get revelations every day. Like, I do something called the Stack and it's part of the Warrior's Way. It's a series of questions, and there's probably like 30 to 40 to 50 different questions that you ask, like, what's triggered you, what do you feel like, etc., etc. And today's revelation was that when you hear the following revelation, it's going to sound hokey, if you would. But yet, that's sort of why I'm making the video. So this is a coaching video, and most people that aren't really interested in some kind of real revelation or some real insight would have tuned out already. See, we're 3 minutes and 50 seconds in. And right about now, anyone that can't handle a certain level of sobriety or truth, or like really getting down to the work of it, it's going to be difficult for them to handle this level of intensity in a topic such as a revelation. So here's my current revelation, and I'll try to expand it for you, because really that's one of the things that you're going to need to do once you get your revelation, is expand it, live in that reality. Because revelation came to you. Like, a revelation came to me to make videos, and here we are almost 300 videos later, right? You may have a revelation that you need to work out, and so are you going to go work out? You may have a revelation that you need to go out and meet people and build your social life again. Are you going to do that? You need to expand the revelation. And yet, still, once you reach a certain level of development, let's say you've already worked out, let's say you've already developed a social circle, and then what comes next? Let's say you've already developed a branch of your business. What comes next? This is where revelation becomes more important, because now you're tapping into vibrations, almost like consciousness, like certain realities that you're looking to bring into a fruition. You're looking to take a vibration within yourself, a realization, an energy, a consciousness within you, and make it engage with the world around you. I'll say that again. A revelation is the bringing down of a vibration or consciousness in our mind, harnessing it, manifesting that energy to the point where it can engage with the world around us, take action, produce results, move objects. So my biggest revelation today was to embody the energy of the phoenix, to feel the energy of the phoenix moving through my life. Again, as you heard that, that's my revelation, and I'm being very vulnerable for you to understand that you're not going to have the same revelation as me today, maybe tomorrow or a year, maybe you will I don't know when or what, or it's not like that. Like lately, I'll give you an example. That's revelation today, right? And then a revelation I had last year was God uses jujitsu to force us to change. God uses jujitsu to force us into submitting and to change. Does that make sense? That's a revelation. See how they're two different revelations. And the quest to find these revelations, I'm currently using the stack. And usually if you're not in a quiet enough space, if you don't still your mind long enough and you keep consuming data from the outside world, you're in a way, think of your inner voice deep within there. You say the voice of God, your inner voice, deep within there is just being full, like crowded with all of these thoughts. Okay? And so it's going to be very difficult for you to hear that, to write it out, to pull it out of yourself. It's been said, the kingdom of God is within you. And God equipped you to have big insights and big revelation and big understanding. But if you don't take the time to still your mind and listen for that inner guidance, that inner wisdom, prayers, it's going to be very difficult for you to act on those voices, to bring that consciousness into this reality. Right now, the way I see what you're experiencing is me as a yogi, more so. Like, this seems like a yoga type coaching lesson brought to you in a very applicable way. So if you sit down to meditate, you still the mind, you listen. Like, some people might think that this is ridiculous, but it's not. Like, it's not. I mean, look, I'll put it like this. I was going through Instagram today. I go on there very briefly and I shut it down because I know I don't want to be bombarded with thoughts, right? And I post things on Instagram. My username is the Dream Architect. You're free to see what I got on there. And like, I went and Rick Rubin posted, if you have two choices, flip a coin. In the middle, right, as the coin is coming down, what are you rooting for? He goes, listen to that instinct, listen to that, that's your gut, okay? That's what I'm getting at here. That, like, you could totally discount this as truth, and in reality, you're in a way discounting your own ability to design a very intricate reality. Like, but if you discount my truth, in turn, you are going to discount part of your truths, because like I'm coming to you very vulnerable and transparent. So if I say, hey, after much writing, and if I can tell you, hey, sometimes God uses jujitsu to get us to change, that's a metaphor. But if you look at your own life, have you not been forced or felt forced? If you want to save a certain value in your life, you had to sacrifice certain things. Haven't you been forced to realize different things within yourself? That's what that revelation meant to me, is that God uses jujitsu to force us into growth. The current one today is, the energy of the phoenix is coursing through me. Now, as I say that, and I've told you in some previous videos that I'm going through some very challenging times right now. Very, very, very challenging times. I've told you about how, like, this doesn't, I think the lesser version of me years ago would have already been broken on the floor, unable to get up, to be quite honest with you. And so if I'm up in front of you, I think that validates a little bit of the phoenix energy. Does that make sense? If there's a part of me that I can look back and say, okay, like 10 years ago, I would have been like devastated, broken, and here I am. I'm going to go work out. I'm going to teach a yoga class. I'm going to do my work. I'm creating a video. I'm trusting the process. I'm not quitting, right? These are things that are higher ideals, and that is because I'm working with this energy of the phoenix within me, right? Now, I understand that a phoenix is a metaphor, or it's got a metaphoric allegory to the human spirit, you could say, because yes, it is a metaphor, but the metaphor exists, and we resonate with it because we understand it on a gut level, on a level of revelation. You see, so it's very, like, it's spiritual, and I'm using English words to describe the spiritual. I'm giving you pictures. So, for example, let's just say I'm letting the phoenix energy course through me. You may have immediately understood it, doubted it, caught it. As an example, let's say somebody could understand it, catch it, doubt it, throw a little bit of judgment on there, and on some level also at the same time think, what if this guy's being for real? As I say that, synchronicity, like there's little birds chirping in the background. And like, this is the real me, right? And in so many instances in life, because of political correctness or the way to be around people or politeness, etc., we put on certain masks to our overall self, because it allows us to function in this world. If we were vulnerable and transparent all the time, people would not be able to handle us. Now, I myself have been transparent so much in my life that this is more like just being captured on video. But my writing has been transparent and vulnerable and everything like that. So I really don't feel this is a big breakthrough for me. For me, this is more like trusting the process. That's where I'm at with this. Okay? And I'm showing you, the viewer, how somebody acts with revelation. So let's say I'm a fitness and leadership coach. I cannot simply go around. How does someone look when they're acting in their truth? Well, that's me on this video. This is me acting in my truth. One of the other revelations I got today was to let in the light of the Lord more. Trust the Lord's voice more. Meditate deeper and more. And I sometimes think about the stress in my life and how I'm coming back to this, like, meditate more. It's like, you know, if you look at some of my videos, right? They're like sometimes talking about the symptoms of our stress and our pain. I was watching Rollo Tomasi yesterday talk on how currently men and women feel that they're like in a way segregated. They're against each other, and men and women are not working together as much as they could be, as much as would be ideal for them, right? So that's a stress that I understand. I see that in today's society, like this concept of Me Too or all that. That's just energy. That's an energy looking to separate men and women on some level. Further still, I mean, if you want me to elaborate further still, like it's designed to really scare weak men into not talking to women. It's designed to, the Me Too movement is primarily designed to make weak men not talk to women. That's really the agenda. It's not all men not to talk to women. It's just women are trying to control the sexual marketplace at all costs. And you might say, wait, I thought this was about the energy of the phoenix, the revelation. What I'm saying is, you see how like in a world full of weird shit, like people not sure if they're men or women, or they're changing their genders, and like there has to be, Cat Williams said it best when he said, you have to be in tune with your star player. And in that reality, like there's a certain voice of God within you that you have to work with. You can't be working from this fabric of like media bullshit, because the media is looking to primarily confuse you. The media is looking to primarily confuse you. They're not looking to shed light and to really create winners. Like it's not what the media is trying to do, right? Like my work on here now becomes more valuable because it's illustrating the constructs needed for you and me, the viewer, to say, oh, I get it. Like the voice of God, stillness and meditation allows me to get revelation and act in a world that is delusional. Yes, that is the point of this video. And the Warrior's Way uses the stack, meditation, exercise and things like this to tap into these, almost like to ignite the chakras, really. Like the Warrior's Way seems to be about igniting the chakras. And in that, acting from that place of truth. If you look at human behavior to its end, humans typically look to connect with God, achieve a family, prosperity, and feel some sort of pleasure and love and self-actualization and expand beyond themselves. Like self-actualization, right? That is the general arc. So my videos become so important to me, like why you're like, well, I sometimes ask myself, well, why would I make a video? So it's not just, I'm assuming you're asking, I have to ask myself, why would I make a video? What's the point? And the point is that I have to establish my coaching online to build a body of work, to develop a legacy, to develop a business, to expand my consciousness and help you expand your consciousness. And that's being a coach. You see what I'm saying? Like I have a limited amount of energy on this earth. Like there's only so much I will do. Nelson Mandela, there was only so much he could do. Martin Luther King, Gandhi, any leader. You could be looking at Snoop Dogg or Dr. Dre. I'm not trying to, or Tom York from the Radiohead, or Eminem, or you might like Obama, you might like Trump. I'm not, whoever your leader is, they have a certain limit of energy and capacity and time. Like I'm the same. There is no difference between me and them, and there's no difference between you and them. There is no difference. Like that's a revelation for you. And so one of my mentors said, no matter how small, start something that matters. This video here is about revelation. today's revelation for me was I have the energy of the phoenix coursing through me. What once would have broken me completely 10 years ago, I'm now channeling through me to allow me to make a video and push through the resistance of life, the war of art. This video will have to be cut off soon. There's a lot here for you to take with you. To find your own revelation, be still, meditate, and write down what you feel within yourself. I did create a course on meditation. I'll give it free to one person. I'll post the link here below. And everybody else can put YouTube. Like if you're interested in that meditation course for free, just message me, say I'm interested, and I'll give it to you. Okay? Just one person. Everyone else, if you put YouTube on the link below, it'll give you like 50% off. This is about giving. It's about growth and expansion. I'm only telling you about the course because it's part of my job. Okay? So, talk to you next time.